Dang good brine. Gonna use 1 cup of brine to 1 gallon of water. We're gonna put some warm water in initially just to get the salt and the sugar to melt. Gonna give it a little bit of a stir up to mix it. Then we'll top it off with some cold water. You don't want that bird to be warm when it goes in. It's a nice heritage chicken here from Prairie Creek Farms. Gonna go back into the refrigerator for about 6 hours soaking up that brine. After a few hours, we'll fire up the Hastings. Gonna light her on up. We're shooting for about 300 to 325 degrees today. Gonna crank it down into the smoke position. After 6 hours, drain that bird, give it a quick rinse. There's not too much sodium in the brine, but you don't want it to be overly salty. Using Hasty Baked Gourmet Greek seasoning today, covering the whole bird. It's going pretty heavy. Some of it's gonna knock off on the rotisserie, so get every little nook and cranny you can. Take some butcher twine, we're gonna tie it up so nothing's flopping around. Cut those strings off so they don't light on fire. Putting it on the spit. Make sure it's nice and tight, not gonna go moving around on you. And then the only thing you can use on a rotisserie, the meter probe. No wires to get hung up on you. Gonna be throwing it right on that Hastings, kicking that rotisserie on and letting fire do what fire does. We're gonna throw some extra chunks of pecan on just to get a little bit extra smoke. Keep that thing spinning. Keep that meter checking the temperature. We're gonna go ahead and do a setup right here on the cook. We're choosing poultry, chicken, it's a whole bird. 165 is a safe temp. Got the probe in, gonna let it go ahead and go to work. It's detecting the internal and the external temperature on this thing. This probe is amazing. It does a great job. It's the only thing you can use for rotisserie. My favorite part is it tells you how long you got left on the cook. Got some good color. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. Bring it back over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rotis rods and the forks out. They're hot and I don't want them to keep cooking the bird from the inside. Then we're gonna let the bird rest on the board here for about 20 minutes to let all the juices redistribute. Come on back here, take the strings off it. Now it's time to slice it up. I'm gonna slice it and leave the meat on the bone here because I want you to see how juicy this thing is without getting any extra board sauce on it. It is absolutely squirting out juice. That brine did such a good job of keeping this thing tender. It's got orange peel and tarragon and herbs in it. Can't talk enough about how good it is. Thigh is nice and moist. Breast is nice and moist. You got piles of juice on the inside of this bird. Rotisserie is such a great way to cook chicken. You get a nice crispy skin. That brine does such a good job keeping it moist. Falls right off the bone. Man alive, that's a good bird.